Hey everyone, welcome back to King's Recaps. Today's movie is about a firefighter named Kim Jong-hwa. He's a brave guy who saves a little girl from a fire. But things get weird after that. The world feels different, and Kim sees a strange man and woman. He also sees his firefighter buddies gathered around his own body. Turns out, Kim died saving the girl. These two people, Tae-hyun and Tae-hyun, are guardians who will guide him through 7 trials in the afterlife. They tell him he died on time, whatever that means, and whisk him away to the underworld. There, they meet a third guardian named Kong Rim, who's really good at his job. Kim gets a ticket for the 7 trials, and guess what? It says he's a paragon, which is basically a super good person. So, will Kim pass all the trials and get into heaven? Let's find out. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome recaps. The movie opens with Kim Jong-hwa, a fearless young firefighter, leaping from a burning building to save a little girl. He takes the full force of the landing but recovers quickly to check on the child. Reunited with her frantic parents, the girl doesn't even acknowledge Kim before leaving with her family. Suddenly, Kim feels a strange shift in the atmosphere. Everything looks the same, yet different, somehow distant. A voice calls his name, and he turns to see a formally dressed man and woman smiling warmly. Out of the corner of his eye, Kim sees his fellow firefighters gathered around a body. It's his own body. Kim freaks out as the man and woman introduce themselves. They are Tae-hyun and Tae-hyun, 2 of the 3 guardians who will guide him through the 7 trials of the afterlife. They inform him that he died on April 28, 2017, exactly on schedule. Kim desperately pleads to see his mother one last time, but the guardians forcefully transport him through a portal to the underworld, standing before the gates of the 7 trials. There, they introduce Kim to the third guardian, Kong Rim, a highly respected figure who has successfully guided 47 souls through the trials in the past 1,000 years. As they approach the gates, Tae-hyun presents Kim's pass to the trials, a ticket that surprisingly labels him a paragon, a person of exceptional virtue. Tae-hyun excitedly reveals that Kim is the first paragon they've encountered in 422 years. A paragon is someone who lived a righteous life and died honorably. This means Kim has the best chance of passing all 7 trials within the 49-day deadline and earning reincarnation. With that, they enter the gates. Their first stop, the hell of murder. Here, Kim will be judged for any killings he committed or deaths he indirectly caused. Accused by 2 intimidating prosecutors, Kim faces charges of manslaughter for leaving a colleague behind in a burning building. The prosecutors claim Kim had time to save his friend but chose to evacuate others first. Stepping up as Kim's defender, Kong Rim presents a video recording of the incident. The footage shows that as Kim went to help his friend, they were interrupted by cries for help from other trapped survivors. Kim's colleague heroically instructed him to save the others and come back for him. True to his word, Kim rescued everyone else before returning for his friend, only to find the building collapsed and his friend deceased. Kong Rim argues that by prioritizing the safety of multiple survivors, Kim ultimately saved 8 lives. This noble act outweighs the loss of one. Judge King Baeong-song agrees, clearing Kim of all charges and even praising him as a hero. The guardians then lead Kim to the Hell of Indolence, which disguises its cruelty with a beautiful landscape. Beyond a mesmerizing waterfall lies the real torment. A giant, spinning crusher punishes those seeking refuge on the only visible landmass. Those who attempt escape into the clear water face razor-sharp piranhas. Before the waterfall stands Queen Shigong, who will judge Kim based on his life's accomplishments. But Kim needs to prove himself here. He must demonstrate all the hard work he endured throughout his life to avoid being labeled lazy and arrogant. The guardians highlight Kim's selfless acts as a firefighter, detailing his numerous rescues and heroic deeds. Queen Shigong seems impressed by Kim's dedication to helping others. However, when she asks what motivated such good deeds, Kim's answer stumbles him. He simply says he did it all for the money. This infuriates the queen. She declares that money was his true god, a false idol. Furious, she orders Kim to be thrown over the waterfall, a fate worse than piranhas. Just as Kim nears the edge, Kong Rim and Tae-hyun jump in to intervene. Kong Rim pleads with the queen to reconsider, offering a different perspective on Kim's life. He reveals that Kim's dedication went far beyond his firefighting duties. On top of his regular job, Kim worked multiple night and weekend shifts, never taking a single day off. This relentless workaholic behavior funded his terminally ill mother's care and supported his younger brother's studies to become a Supreme Court judge. Kong Rim argues that without Kim's sacrifices, his family wouldn't be alive today. The queen reconsiders. She acknowledges that while Kim chased money, his ultimate purpose was selfless. With that, She allows Kim to pass. However, their journey isn't over. As they head to the next trial, the group is ambushed by ferocious, four-legged monsters in the Blade Forest of the underworld. They barely escape with their lives. Haewon throws a wrench into their plans. The monster attack signifies that one of Kim's immediate family members has died and become a vengeful spirit, causing chaos on Earth and disrupting his trials. Kim worries it might be his mother. Kong Rim explains the solution. Locate the deceased family member's body and burn it to banish the vengeful spirit. However, Kim can't see in the spirit world. To protect him from the monsters who can, Haewon and Daik-chun blindfold him. They guide him to the next trial, the Hell of Deceit. Here, Admiral Yi's son, Sin, will judge Kim for any lies he told and their consequences. The prosecutors charge Kim with forgery, writing 98 fake letters to children of fallen colleagues. One specific case involves Ji-hoon, the daughter of a firefighter Kim couldn't save. Kim admits to writing letters posing as her father, hoping to provide comfort. The enraged prosecutors argue he never considered Ji-hoon's heartbreak upon discovering the truth. Kim is speechless, and the admiral threatens to have his tongue ripped out. But Daik-chun steps in to defend Kim. She reveals even more fake letters, this time addressed to Kim's own mother. These letters fabricate a happy family life with a wife and children, all complete lies. Daik-chun argues that Kim's lies, however misguided, ultimately brought comfort and strength. His mother found solace in the fabricated stories, and Ji-hoon, the grieving daughter, was inspired to write back to her father and find closure. The admiral, moved by the evidence, clears Kim of all charges. Back on Earth, Kong Rim visits Kim's mother, a mute woman. He pays his respects to Kim, but as she closes the door, a hidden spirit emerges from the smoke of a burning candle, Kim's brother, Soo-hong. Kong Rim confronts the vengeful spirit, demanding to know where he died, but Soo-hong flees. An epic chase ensues, but Kong Rim loses him. Contacting Kim and the Guardians, Kong Rim assures them that Kim's mother is safe. He decides it's best to keep Kim in the dark about Soo-hong's spirit to avoid disrupting the trials. Meanwhile, Kong Rim resumes his mission to find and destroy the spirit. As they continue their journey, Kim confides in Daik-chun about a hidden rice cooker he bought for his mother. This was meant to be a thank you gift for all the burnt rice she made them as kids. Inside, he left a final letter, a confession of his previous lies, explaining he simply wanted to make her happy and proud. He expresses how much he missed her. Their next stop, the Hell of Injustice. Here, souls are punished for hundreds of years for refusing to help those in need during their lives. Since Kim is a paragon, he bypasses the Hell of Injustice without a trial. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Kong Rim heads to Kim's brother Soo-hong's military base. He discovers Soo-hong is labeled a deserter, which seems suspicious considering his discharge was imminent. Posing as a commander investigating the desertion, Kong Rim questions Lieutenant Park, who placed Soo-hong on duty. Kong Rim senses Park is hiding something. He then interviews Sergeant Dong-young, who was on duty with Soo-hong the night he disappeared. Through time manipulation, Kong Rim reveals that Dong-young was lonely and bullied. Soo-hong was his only friend. Soo-hong even wrote a song to cheer Dong-young up. Traveling back to the night Soo-hong vanished, Kong Rim discovers Dong-young nervously fiddling with his rifle, worried about being alone once Soo-hong left. Soo-hong reassures Dong-young that he'll check on him even after his discharge and that Lieutenant Park will look out for him. In a tragic accident, while adjusting Dong-young's grip on the rifle, it fires, mortally wounding Soo-hong. Soo-hong tells Dong-young to call for help, but when Lieutenant Park arrives, he makes a shocking decision. Kong Rim uncovers a dark secret. While Lieutenant Park claims Soo-hong deserted, the truth is far worse. Park convinced a nervous Dong-young to accidentally shoot Soo-hong and then bury him alive to cover it up. Kong Rim decides not to destroy Soo-hong's body, but rather help his vengeful spirit find peace. Meanwhile, Kim reminisces with Daik-chun about childhood memories. Daik-chun envies Kim's ability to remember his past life, as Guardians have their memories wiped clean. An argument between her and Haewon leads Haewon to reveal a shocking truth. Kim's brother, Soo-hong, is the vengeful spirit. Kong Rim tracks down a drunken Dong-young at a club, where Soo-hong's spirit tries to kill him. After an epic chase, Kong Rim captures Soo-hong's soul. He pleads with Soo-hong to move on and help his brother through the trials, but Soo-hong reveals a bombshell: he hasn't seen Kim in 15 years. He ran away from home hating his brother. Soo-hong escapes, and Dong-young arrives at Kim's mother's house, leaving a map leading to Soo-hong's body. Seeing the map, Soo-hong realizes his mistake and pleads with Kong Rim to save Dong-young in exchange for his cooperation. Kong Rim reluctantly agrees, warning of consequences for interfering with the living world. Kong Rim uses his voice to comfort Dong Young, singing Soo-hong's song and relaying forgiveness. Their next journey takes them down a treacherous sinkhole leading to the hell of violence. However, Kong Rim's meddling in the living world has consequences. The group plummets hundreds of miles, but survives. In the hell of violence, Kim faces charges of beating his younger brother, Soo-hong, who was malnourished. This incident drove Soo-hong away, and Kim never apologized. The Guardians try to defend him, but the king sees a clear victim and a lack of forgiveness. Just as the king is about to deliver his verdict, the Guardians propose a combined trial. This means the current charges will be presented alongside the next trial's charges. If Kim is found guilty of everything, he and the Guardians will face severe penalties. Their next stop: the hell of filial impiety, where souls are judged on their respect for their parents. On the way, Kim confesses to the Guardians that he wasn't a good son. With their mother dying and no one else to help, a starving Kim lashed out at Soo-hong. They were both desperate. The truth behind Soo-hong's resentment is revealed. 15 years ago, on the night he ran away, Kim wasn't just angry, he was desperate. Their mother was terminally ill, and they were starving. Kim, in a moment of despair, planned to kill them all with sleeping pills. However, Soo-hong woke up and intervened, getting beaten up in the process. Unable to go through with the murder-suicide, Kim fled, filled with guilt. Meanwhile, Tae-hyun is furious with Kong Rim for helping Soo-hong. Back on Earth, Soo-hong, now a vengeful spirit, confronts his mother. She's mute, but through a message board, she pleads for help finding her son. Lieutenant Park tries to stop her, shoving her to the ground in the process. Enraged, Soo-hong conjures a massive tornado to chase after Park. This disrupts the netherworld, causing sand demons to attack Kim and the Guardians. After a fierce battle, Soo-hong witnesses his brother being consumed by the sand. Realizing the destruction he's caused, Soo-hong lets go of his vengeance and regains his human form. The final trial court emerges. King Yong-hwa, the lord of the underworld, accuses Kim of attempting to murder his mother 15 years ago. Daik-chun argues that his mother was asleep and unaware. However, King Yong-hwa reveals the truth through the mirror of karma. Kim's mother knew all along. She feigned sleep, heartbroken but determined to give her children a chance at survival by sacrificing herself. Devastated, Kim begs for punishment. Suddenly, an earthquake strikes. The mirror of karma shows Soo-hong visiting his mother in a dream. He reveals he became a Supreme Court judge in the afterlife and explains the truth about Kim. While Kim initially planned to kill them all, he couldn't go through with it and ran away out of guilt. Soo-hong forgives his brother and embraces their mother, who speaks for the first time, calling his name and taking responsibility for their hardships. King Yong-hwa declares that a sin forgiven in the living world cannot be punished in the underworld. Kim is free to reincarnate. In the living world, Kong Rim delivers the rice cooker to Kim's mother. She reads Kim's final letter, a tearful confession of his love and regret. She smiles, the pain finally easing. And so, the story ends. Hope you guys enjoy the video. If so, then please like the video and make sure subscribe for the latest movie recaps. Till then, see you soon on next upcoming videos, and also thanks for watching.